Good evening. I am Mark Ivy. Welcome to the latest edition of Kernels from the Cornfield. No husk, no hulls, no shucks. News with a dash of commentary to spice up your fare for Monday, May 19th, 2014. Crisis in the Ukraine. If we are to believe Russian President Vladimir Putin, he has ordered the withdrawal of troops staged along the border with Ukraine. The U.S. and NATO report there is no movement taking place. This is the third time Putin has said he has ordered troops to withdraw. The first two times were apparently not enough or in plain enough Russian for the generals and the troops to understand. Will the third time be charm? I doubt it. Ukrainian national elections are only 6 days away. Expect those troops to remain in position to make sure things go Russia's way in the voting. Malaysia Flight 370. We know today what we knew over a month ago when the airplane disappeared, now nearly 2 months ago. Absolutely nothing. Both Malaysia and Australia say that the raw satellite data has not been released by the company who owns the data. Families and the passengers aboard the missing plane are demanding the release of that data. The company says the Malaysian government has it. Oh, by the way, have you heard? Someone is already planning on producing a movie about Flight 370, even when we don't have a clue yet where the plane went or what happened to the passengers. The Equality March. Add Oregon to the latest state where its ban on equality for all long-term couples has been ruled unconstitutional. Same-gender couples have already begun getting licenses and wedding. As I said on Friday, expect to see equality in all 50 states within the next 5 years. Scandal at the VA. President Barack Obama is reportedly mad as hell over the lack of care, the waiting list, and the deaths of veterans waiting for an appointment only to die. Yet still no one is being called on the carpet. As CNN reported this morning, why wasn't the president angry over the last 10 years of government reports stating the VA is mismanaged and veterans are not receiving the treatment they need in a timely manner? Was it only a soundbite in 2007 on the campaign trail when the president, then senator, vowed to ensure our fighting men and women receive the best from the VA? A silver spoon, but definitely not Sterling. Embattled Los Angeles Clippers owner Donald Sterling is fighting back and vowing not to pay the $2.5 million fine levied by the NBA against him. Sterling has now been formally called before the Board of Governors demanding he sell the Clippers. There's nothing more entertaining than watching billionaires slug it out in public. Too big for its britches? First, there was Comcast trying to buy out Time Warner Cable after gobbling up NBC. Now we have AT&T hoping to take over DirecTV. Cable and phone companies already have monopolies in various communities and regions throughout the country. These mergers only lessen choice for the American consumer and tend to lead to higher monthly costs. That's what CNN Money is reporting. Will federal regulators allow even more companies to become too big to fail while consumers, the public, continue to pay out the wazoo for less options and less service? Taking from Peter to pay Paul. Check out my article on an intended consequence of the Affordable Care Act hitting seniors and those on disability as of June 1st. You can read all about it at FromTheCornfield.com. Can you breathe now? California Chrome is shredding his stuff and closing in on winning the Triple Crown of horse racing. But the real story is not about the possible first triple winner in 25 years or so, but that Chrome is relying on nasal strips to help him breathe while he runs the laps. This is one for Ripley's Believe It or Not. China hacking computers? Speaking of believe it or not, the U.S. has filed criminal charges against Chinese military officials for hacking into at least 5 different companies' computer systems in the U.S. and stealing trade secrets. Who would have thunk it? Chinese military caught spying? The biggest spectacle in racing. Get ready to tune in on Sunday, May 25th, as the Indy 500 announces, "Gentlemen, start your engines." The eyes of the world will be on the Cornfield's capital city to see who will emerge in victory lane. Excuse me. Could a Hoosier be the voice? Tonight is the season finale of NBC's The Voice. Throughout the Cornfield and across the Hoosier state, there are viewing parties, as one of the 3 finalists is Josh Kaufman, who happens to live with his wife and family in Indianapolis, though he hails from a state to the south. While I have a soft spot for Josh being a fellow Hoosier, my bet is on Georgia boy Jake Worthington to take top honors. Jake is born country, and it shows both in his stage presence and in his performances and song choices. Well, that's what caught my attention for Monday, May 19th, 2014. Tune in tomorrow for another episode of Kernels from the Cornfield. I am Mark Ivy. Good evening.